We are live. Hello. It is Friday, and we are going to have a Friday hands-on happy hour. We're going to talk about one of my favorite drinks to make. I said this summer, but you know, really, I've been making it all seasons. Fall, spring, winter, anytime. This is a staple for me and for my friends that like to come over. And while I make the drink for you, I am also going to give you some tips that I use myself to make sure that I keep my hands nice and healthy and pain-free, okay? So today, very excited, we are going to make a lychee martini, okay? I'm going to show you two ways you can make it. Well, I don't know. Should I show you two ways? You can make it individual, one at a time, right? For like as a to order, or you can make a batch like I like to do. I do a whole batch. Nobody's got time for this, right, Latricia? Nobody's got time to be sitting at the bar making one drink after another. So I usually like to do a pitcher, and you know, then everyone kind of helps themselves to the drink. Let's see who's here. No, I'm not. No, I'm not supposed to touch that. I don't know what I'm doing. Hi, Lily. Are you? We miss you. You've been looking super cute, though. I like all the all the clothes and all your shoes. Super cute. Right?
I get so happy.
I know. We've been keeping an eye on. What else? Who else? Okay. So, this is a staple for a lychee martini. Okay, so I always like to get a can of lychee martini. You can get it from Publix. You can get it from the Oriental Market. But every time I go to Publix, I grab one or two cans of this because I always have these staples at my house because who knows, everyone stops by and I have to have a drink. And then you have to have some vodka. I like to use Tito's. And then I have some Control, or you can use triple sec or anything like that. All right, so one of the most important things is the lychees, right? So we're gonna open it up, and one of my tips I'm gonna give you to protect your hands and especially your thumbs is to use a can opener that is easy to use and it's got a wide grip. Okay, so you're going to squeeze, we're going to turn it, oh, you can't see that. So I'm turning it, I'm going to just open it. You want to make sure that, like I said, you want to have a wide grip one and that is easy to turn. If it's getting rusty and you're really struggling to open the can, you're going to really make your thumb work really hard. So the harder you make your thumbs work, which they're working for you all the time, 50% of the work of your hand is your thumb. If you're making it really, really hard for it, you can develop thumb pain over time. So again, I like to use a built-out handle, something that's easy to use. If you have one of those really old rusted ones, please, I really do advise that it's worth it to throw it away and get a new one so that you can use it with ease and not hurt your hands over time. The other thing that you can always do is use an electric can opener, but that's up to you. I like to keep my stuff in the cupboard, but if you have counter space, you can certainly leave the opener on there. Okay, so I forgot a spoon, but I'm gonna say I washed my hands already. But when you take the lid off, I'm really careful because I just see this as a sharp knife, and if you're not careful, you're gonna slice your tendon. So don't rush. All right, in this tumbler, I have some ice. Just filled up with ice. Now I normally just start dumping stuff, but I am going to try and use a recipe. So this is one I want. So I use my little shaker. Okay, it's got a little cap, and I'm gonna pour it 2 to 1. So we're gonna do 2 juices of lychees. Okay, 2. Eduardo, are you paying attention? Are you watching? Because May Dennis told me that one of her favorite drinks is a lychee martini, and she wants to make sure that you make it right for her. So I'm gonna do 1 of the vodka. Okay, now I like to do an extra splash because I like it a little strong. It's like Sandra Lee. Did you guys ever see that video clip where she's like, and 2 ounces of vodka, and then glug, 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 glug. That's me. I will freely admit that. I don't have a problem. Okay, so, but if you want to follow a recipe, it's 2 portions of juice to 1 portion of vodka, and then I do a splash of the Cointreau. Am I saying that right? So it's like half of this, a little bit less than half. Okay? All right.
I love how you use Tito's.
That's it. That's it. 3 ingredients. This is, if you have a hand injury, if your hand hurts, easiest drink. Easiest drink. Put it on, you're going to shake it up. So good exercise. Now, my other tip is when you're making a drink and you're using one of these metal tumblers, they get stuck, okay? So if you shake it up, it can get stuck. Don't try to pry it with your hands. What I like to do is I like to take it and bang it on the countertop. You bang it on the countertop, it just loosens up really easy. You don't have to work so hard. I'm all about not having to work too hard with your hands. Right? You see me? Yes. Yes. Oh my God, I need a spoon. Can you give me a spoon? So I'm gonna put some lychees in. Oh, so we're gonna strain that. What? I just need a spoon. Okay. I'm usually more generous at home, but we're gonna start with this. All right. All right.
Dr. Schwartz says hi.
Hi, Dr. Schwartz. Hi, Alyssa. This is your drink. You love this too. Okay, so at home, you can serve it in a martini glass. Or I usually like to put it in a regular tumbler glass with ice. You can do that as well. Now, if you have a hand injury, I recommend these nice plastic cups. Nothing wrong with plastic. If you have a hand injury and you're worried about, being able to hold something heavy because if your hand's hurting, you might not have the strength. Plastic is always good. Who wants to try it first? You see me.
Hey.
This is not my sous chef. Did you hear? She just made a complete mess all over the floor. Ruined my drink. Wasted precious martinis. All right, you see me. Dame, cógelo. Trátalo. Dígame si te gusta o no.
Where are the lychees?
Wait. Yes, hold on.
Ay, qué rico.
Oh, qué rico. See, I have one. So,
they're there, I think. Eduardo is under there. No, soy?
Yeah.
All right. Who's next? Alex? I like to.
I can't. I'm sorry. My
You can't lick it. Like, oh yeah. Okay, no.
Or at least a year.
All right, May Dennis. Give it a shot. Okay, so that's my recipe that I'm doing special for you because I don't measure. So this is what I normally like to do. I like to get a pitcher and I go like this. I dump the whole thing in here. I get all the juice. And I always save, well, something about me. I have 2 kids. I have a son, he's 10, and my daughter, she's 8, and she loves these. So I always save her a few. But I'm going to make a pitcher for you. So I start it with the juice and the lychees. And then this is how I make it at home when my friends come over. I go, let me see how much I should pour in there. That looks pretty good, about half. And then I'm gonna do 2 splashes, 1 splash, 2 splash. And then I'm going to close it tight. And then I'm just going to stir it. All right? All right. Can you hand me the Dyson over there? So, what were the tips? Okay, the Dyson,
The red.
the red, yeah. Thank you. You didn't know this is called Dyson.
No, I had no idea that was
Dyson.
called
Okay.
Dyson.
So what are my tips? My tips for your hands to keep them safe and to keep them working for you for a long time without pain is to use a really good can opener that has a built-up handle. And you know, when you're trying to open something that's tight, you might want to just kind of bang it onto the countertop just ever so slightly so that it loosens up so you don't have to try so hard. That, again, also protects your hands. And then the other thing is, I normally do it in a pitcher so I don't have a lid on it, but let's say you're trying to open it and it's really hard. One of the things that you could do, you can buy some Dyson. You could go to Walmart, any store usually has them, and I usually recommend just buying a nice size sheet, and then you can cut it up and leave it all over the house wherever you feel you would need it. So you would put it on top, and then you can just use it, or I don't want to spill this vodka. So no, we already spilled some. We don't need to spill anymore. So you would just use the Dyson, put it over the top of it, and then just twist it. Okay. So what this does is it gives you good grip, and then that way you don't have to force your hand too much. Okay. So our hands, we need to do things to protect it over the longevity of our lives and so that we can use it without pain. So those are my tips. I hope they've been very helpful, and I hope you really like the recipe for my lychee martinis. And so when I do it like this, I like to pour it over ice, and then it'll be cold. But let's try it. Let me take the rest of this out. I know Leticia is eyeing this drink. She's had a long day.
Sí, es un mamoncillo chino.
Mamoncillo chino. Pero roja, porque es dos típicos. ¿Típicos? Do you like it?
Está fuerte, está rico.
I know, me gusta fuerte. No, that didn't sound right. No. No.
If I'm drinking the drink, of course.
Who's drinking it? My Dennis is drinking. Just a little bit.
Oh,
Just
look,
a
I'm
sip.
not the only one that spilled.
What is wrong with you people?
They're not that strong.
That's strong.
They have literally had one sip. They literally have had one sip, and everyone's spilling it all over the place. I tell you.
I'm just a bit clumsy.
You're just coming. So we're just gonna pour it in here. And one of the reasons why I love making a pitcher, well, because you don't have to stand here and make drinks all night or all day. But leftovers, the lychees at the bottom, soak in that liquor, and it's delicious. All right, I hope these tips have been helpful. I hope you enjoyed the lychee martini recipe, and you like it? It's strong?
Yeah.
It's strong? It's waking you up? No, you're
It's
It's Friday.
Juanita, la cagó.
I know.
Se me cayó.
All right, you guys, enjoy. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Bye.